better fight the good fight while you're still king. When your back's against the ropes, don't run away from trouble. Oh, rumble, young man, rumble, young man, rumble. Keep rumbling, young man, rumble, young man, rumble.
Kaijus! What's up? It's your boy Kaiju Kong, aka 2K, emerging from the depths of sweet solitude to bring you some more Sigma soul sustenance. Alright, today guys, this episode is quite special. It's gonna be a little bit mind-blowing for some of you guys. The reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of you guys have reached out to me. My goodness, I started this channel more as a hobby just to see exactly where I would go. It was a way to pass the time during the quarantine, and I didn't imagine to have this much of an impact on men out there as it has had. And so, if you have replied to me or commented or even sent me a DM on Instagram, do know that I receive more than 50 or around 40-50 DMs almost every single week with questions, so it's difficult to get back to every single one of you, so please understand that. I am very grateful to every single one of you who want to improve your state in life, and I'm actually inspired by you guys who want to pursue more in life, as you are inspired as well by me speaking these truths and spitting fire in the videos that I do. So thank you very much for the 1.7k subscribers. You guys are the foundation for this channel. You guys are the inspiration and the motivation for me to keep making these videos. So thank you. Give you guys a pat on the back. You guys really deserve it. You are pursuing what is best for you. And even if you feel left out in life, do know that you are meant for greatness if you follow the dreams and take action on them. So one of many subscribers DM'd me on Instagram asking me, especially those younger ones, they were saying they are going through school, they are in university, but they have this dream, this side hustle that they want to start on. They want to pursue something, but they always feel like they're held back either by limited time, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of demands that school, family, university, sports, whatever has on them. The truth is that society as it is, the society that we live in, the rules, the systems, the laws, every single thing, this narrative that you have to go to school, after school you have to go to university, and then you find a job, and after you get a job you get married, have kids, earn money, keep the job, and then retire, have fun, and then die. This is what you have to understand. For the system to endure, the people who are the leaders of the system have to establish laws and systems that enable the hierarchy to keep going on in perpetuity without much trouble. Because all of these people, millions of billions of people living in the system, if you do not give them something to do, they will revolt. As they say, the idle mind is the workshop of the devil. Therefore, if you do not give some people things to do or things to worry about, they're gonna find problems, as you can see. These things are a way to keep you under control, and not really to control you, but as a way for the hierarchy to keep living on as a system. Therefore, when they look at it, majority of the people are what? 60 to 70% of the people are stupid. Let us get this point straight and 100%. Majority of the people that live today are stupid. They lack initiative. Most importantly, they lack initiative. They want someone to think for them. They don't have the will, they don't have the intelligence, nor the balls to act by themselves. They want something to do. These are the deltas, whether male or female. Deltas make majority of the population. They are the ones who are asleep. They are the ones who are the cogs in the machine. These are the ones who need something to do, and they need someone to tell them what to do. If you don't give them anything, the whole system will crumble, because they make the foundation of the system. If you don't give them something to do or something to worry about, they will go against the hierarchy. And not only them out of their own will, but probably, let's say, a zeta male or someone who wants to go against the hierarchy, if they lead the deltas, because these deltas don't have anything to do, these deltas have the potential to overpower the system. Therefore, those of you who feel that you have dreams, aspirations, and that you feel that the system is restricting them in terms of time, in terms of effort, in terms of energy, it is because you have to understand that the system is not made for you who have bigger talents and bigger gifts in life. This system was actually made to take control and to put into place and to give something to do for the majority of the population, the least common denominators. Now, for most people, following the narrative already eats up most of the time, which is what the hierarchy wants. It wants that you spend most of your time worrying about things related to the narrative, which then leaves you so tired that you're not allowed to think for yourself or not allowed to act for yourself. Remember, the system is created, these laws are created to create more cogs in the machine, because as the population ages, these guys who are currently running the system will have to retire because they are no longer able to provide and produce to the level of production that they were previously able to achieve. Therefore, they will retire, and then they need more cogs in the machine, and that is the new generation. Maybe some of you watching this will be part of this machine for a couple years of your life until you realize that you were made for more, and then try to achieve and grasp for more, and then make it out of the machine altogether. You want to live life the way that you want to. You want to have the freedom of doing the things that you want to do with your own time and all of that. That is point B. Point A is where you are right now. And the thing is, between point A and point B, the hierarchy establishes the narrative from point A to point B for the people that cannot think for themselves, which is school, university, get a job, la 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 la. But the thing is, for you guys who have these aspirations and special talents and gifts, you can get from point A to point B a different way. Most of the guys that brought up this issue were still in university or school, and I understand because I was part of that system before, and I know that school and university already takes up a big part of your day, and then when you go home you still have assignments, homework and projects to work on. Therefore, you're left with almost nothing to work on your hobbies, to work on your talents that could potentially make you money and get you from point A to point B much faster than if you follow the narrative. So what do? My advice is that you got to start somewhere. And the somewhere is a little bit of an uphill road. Why? Because you have to do both. You have to work on school, university, and all the little requirements that they ask of you, together with a hobby and aspirations as well. It is either that, or you quit school and university altogether. Why do you think all these great people like Steve Jobs, once they found their real purpose in life, and once they found a way to actually get from point A to point B much faster, and a way to do it without the system, without the narrative, they quit school altogether. But don't quit school if you do not have the plan and the strategy to get from point A to point B. If you don't have the strategy, go forward still with the narrative of the hierarchy, but you have to be prepared to put in extra hours, extra energy, and extra effort, literally blood, sweat, and tears, to work on both at the same time. It will take extra discipline on your part, and I know because I've been there before. When everyone else is asleep, when everyone else is partying and relaxing, you are hustling. But that is where patience and the grit and consistency and hard work will pay off. Remember, 2-3 years may seem like a lot looking forward, but then in the grand scheme of life, 2 or 3 years of sacrifice to earn you the freedom that will last you 70, 60 years is nothing. It's a big payoff in terms of the ratio. So think about that. Now, some people are wondering, how do you balance this? I give you two options, option A, option B. Option A is that you work on your requirements for school, for university first, to get that worry and anxiety out of your mind and the guilt out of your mind before then moving on to your hobby. Because once you move on to your hobby, you're free from all the cares, because you know that you've finished the hierarchical requirements, and then you can naturally just move on and chill, work on your hobby and aspiration till you get tired and want to sleep. Or option B is what I did is that you work on your hobby, work on your aspirations until you exhaust the fuel, the creative fuel to do that. And then when the time is around near the deadline of those requirements demanded of you by the hierarchy, then you can cram all the energy, use the adrenaline, use all the pressure of having to submit on time, the deadline, to then cram all of that, the projects, the assignments, and then submit that on time. So it's option A, option B. Either option A, do the hierarchical requirements first, then the hobby and aspiration, or option B, do the hobby and aspiration first and then cram all of the hierarchical requirements into your life. Because it is all a matter of what is important to you at the moment. If the hierarchy is important to you in terms of the diploma, the degree, then focus on the requirements for the diploma or the degree. But if you see the light at the end of the tunnel that could potentially make your aspiration or hobby a profitable venture, then focus on that, because in the end that will make you more money if you hustle and grind harder than everyone else. It will take some discipline, guys, but I tell you that it will pay off one day. And remember that on this pursuit towards freedom, you have to understand that all these things that the hierarchy proposed to you, all this narrative that the hierarchy gave you, like the more you possess, the more valuable you are, these are all wrong. The more you own, the more you are owned. If you have a car, you have to pay for the gas, you have to make sure that it is maintained, you have all of these worries that come with getting a car. Of course, it is more beneficial, it is more convenient, but then it comes with its fair share of sacrifices as well. It's not just blessing getting a car. Getting a house is the same, getting new shoes is the same, getting a new shirt is the same, getting whatever, purchasing anything in life comes with its share of sacrifices. Therefore, the more you own, the more you are owned. And that's where minimalism comes in, guys. Because as George Carlin said, the sad thing about this current society is that we multiply our possessions, but we reduced our value. Sometimes what I see is that the more people buy things, it is just to compensate for something that they lack. Therefore, if you strip away everything from you, your car, your house, your clothes, everything, who are you as a result of that? Are you still valuable without those things that you possess? How valuable are you as a person? What is your personal capital? That is the key to minimalism. So don't follow the narrative, guys. Know the narrative, know that it is made for the least common denominator, which is not you, and then move forward. What are you going to do with this knowledge? Are you going to still work and have the discipline, or are you going to give up altogether? Find time for your hobby and aspiration despite having the restrictions. So guys, if you like this message, do go ahead and leave a like and comment your thoughts down below. I really want to know what you guys think about this, and if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel. This is the channel for the powerful Sigma males. This is where we evolve not only as lone wolves or tigers, but we are looking to become Kaijus, the true Sigma male spirit animal. And with that, thank you for joining me, guys. This is Kaiju Kong signing off. Take care, brothers.